guys, Izzy Champ here, welcome back to the channel. Good to have you all here. So today I've got today will be a guide to Demon Lord. I made a guide to Demon Lord for beginners earlier, but this will be a specific one. So we have my friend's account. He managed to summon Maneater, who's a very good champion. So I'll be making a guide on a Demon Lord unkillable team. We have the page here. If you go to Deadwood Jedi, ultimate budget unkillable. So it's a 2-key Ultra Nightmare if you get enough damage. It's 4 if you don't have enough damage, but it's any mana keys. And then you've got your 5 people, right? You need Maneater and Painkeeper, and the rest are damage. So you've got Maneater here. You need around 256 to 257 speed. So here we have 256 speed. You want a lot, not a lot of defense, but a fair bit of defense, not too much health. And you've got, so the stun target I'll talk about first because then everything ties into them. You got, he's using Frozen Banshee for his stun target. The stun target has to have much less defense and more health than everyone else. They also need to have it says here 129 speed, but is supposed to have 127 speed works better. Because if it's 129, she gets that go that you don't want her to every now and then, and she ends up dying. So you see you've got very low defense, or as low as you can get for a high level champion. High health, but not too much higher than Painkeeper you'll have. So the next person you got is Painkeeper, who is very important. Painkeeper needs 222 to 226 speed. Painkeeper decreases the cooldowns of all ally skills by 1 turn, and also heals all allies, sorry. So the cooldown makes it sync so that Maneater can do his skill every 3 instead of 4 turns, so that the Demon Lord only gets 1 go every time no one's got unkillable, and it attacks the stun target who still has unkillable. I'll show you a bit later. It's a bit complicated to explain. So Painkeeper needs to have the second highest HP, not much lower than the stun target. 222 speed we've got here. Nice-ish defense, reasonable HP, and definitely you have to completely book everyone. Book everyone. Frozen Banshee, you need to make sure, if you're using her, you got to make sure this skill is locked so she cannot use it because it fills the turn meters of all allies, which doesn't work. It'll throw it all out of sync. Next we have 2 DPSs, or damage per seconds. So my friend has chosen, where is he? A Chemtum as one. If this loads, there we go. So a Chemtum as, I can't remember which damage per second, there are 2. Chemtum is this damage per second, so the first one, which has 187 or 189 speed, he has 188. High defense, high HP, but like I said, below Painkeeper's. You've got accuracy so that he can land his debuffs, because you don't actually want just like people with lots of damage. You need people, my friend uses a Chemtum because each attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 40% chance of placing a 5% poison for 2 turns. So he uses him for the poisons, and that's not useful. So it's really just the A1. He deals a fair bit of damage, but if you've got someone that's more reliable, definitely use them. Then for the second damage per second, we've got Drexther, who is a good champion. He was built before this team with a lot higher stats. He had to lower his HP a bit though. 4,400 defense. No way the Demon Lord is targeting him. And then he's also got nice high accuracy, 184 speed. It fills this slot, 179 to 185. So it all filters quite well. Another thing is the Demon Lord will target, it will look for the first thing is who it can kill first. So basically who has the lowest, not HP, so the lowest raw number, but the lowest HP percent. Also who has the lowest defense. That is why you want Frozen Banshee with like 0 defense and the highest HP, so that she takes more damage, meaning her HP percent is always lower than everyone else. You've also got Painkeeper to heal a bit, just so that the HP percentages are still balanced a bit, because she'll heal everyone else more than she heals Frozen Banshee by percentage-wise. You should have your stun target as someone with damage. So Frozen Banshee is supposed to place poisons but never does, because they have to be the opposite affinity. So he's only got a force team built currently because it costs so much in gearing to get the stun targets up for the little amount they do. Frozen Banshee's, the main one he uses her for is the poison sensitivity, which makes poisons deal an extra 15,000 damage. So now I'll get on to a fight, and I'll show you and explain it as we go. So here we've got Ultra Nightmare, which is Force, which is perfect. So we've got our team, which is as previously described. We've got Drexler as the lead, so that they get that extra accuracy. We've got to do the first few turns, not an auto. So we'll start with his unkillable. Then we do Painkeeper's A1. He'll get a go, unkillable, but he doesn't deal enough damage to worry. He'll do a Chem times A1. It's all in Deadwood Jedi. It tells you how to get it started. It doesn't matter what skill you do for any of them except Painkeeper, so that you can get it in sync. So Painkeeper's second skill will be her heal skill. And then her final... so the next one, she will do her A1. And the Demon Lord will target Frozen Banshee because she has a lower HP percentage, even though no one else has unkillable, because the AI, luckily, the AI is not that smart, so there's ways to fool it. There we go, and then we'll do her cooldown skill, and then Drexler's doesn't matter. Then we'll do Maneater's Dark Blood skill, Ancient Blood skill, sorry, which unkillables, and then full auto, so it's in sync. So it's quite an effective skill, all in all. Like I said, depending on the DPS, you deal more or less damage. If you've got Geo, absolutely swap Drexler for Geo. 100%. The problem with HP burn is that you can only have one at a time. So you can only, with poisons, you can have, up to 10 poisons, because that's the max debuff amount, which is 500,000 damage a turn. Whereas with the HP burns, you can only have one, which deals more than a poison, but not that much. So it's just better, if you have Geo because of his reflect damage. Another person, the problem is Ninja's A1 boosts turn meter, so you can't put Ninja in, which is one of the problems with these speed sync tunes. I'll skip a bit till almost the end, and then I'll wrap up the video. Alright, so we're back. So the problem with this team is that is that at the Demon Lord's 50th turn, he gains the ability to hit through unkillable, and also does block revive on everyone. So as soon as it hits turn count 50, everyone dies. So that's why you need to get as much DPS in as possible before that. See, we're probably going to deal around 22 mil at 22 mil, yeah, I reckon. 23 at best, which means it's only a 4 key. Or not only a 4 key, but it's a 4 key, which is not the best, because it still means you've got to get every single key. But at least it saves gems. So if you can 5 key Demon Lord, but you don't have an unkillable team, or even if you do, but you can only 5 key it, I reckon it's a good investment to pay 100 gems for that 5th key, just to make sure you get it. There you go. Look, block revive on everyone, and they're all dead. So 21.9 mil. So Ultra Nightmare is, for the best chest, is over 70 mil. But the rates are so much better than any other chest in the game. You'll end up getting, 3 or 4 Sacred Shards a month? No, probably more. Like, maybe 2 a week. But only 1 or 2 Legendary Skill Tomes a month, which is the one you want most. You get a ton of Ancients and Voids, quite a few Epic Seal Tomes, and you get a few gems as well to make that 100 gems worth it. You could replace Man-Eater for any other unkillable champion with a 4-turn cooldown, I think it is. When fully booked, it's a 5-turn cooldown, which is quite a bit, but you could probably see if you, tune your own team to, a 4-turn cooldown, I don't know, but, it would work with any block damage champion as well. It just means you couldn't use Geo as a damage dealer, but then it wouldn't matter because you've got infinite turns. 1,500 turns. Frozen Banshee or your stun target could probably have 0 speed, actually just never get a go, because the only reason she's there is to soak up those hits while she's still got unkillable. The only reason you'd have any speed on her at all is so that she could get a go every now and then to do a little bit of extra damage. So you could actually have Geo as your stun target, because he would place his HP burn every, 3 goes, 2 goes or something. So the Demon Lord would be under it a lot, but it would probably be better for a damage per second one to have it just so that it's constantly on. But you can use absolutely anyone for this. You could put Mordecai for Spirit. You could have, let's see, Tomb Lord. You could have Tomb Lord for magic. You could use Lady of Ireth for Painkeeper if the cooldown's the same. The only problem is that she fills turn meters by 50%, so you'd have to get rid of that one. Also, she doesn't heal as much, so... Oh no, she does a continuous heal. So that would work. The only problem is it's a 3-turn cooldown, and Painkeepers is a 4. But you could probably speed tune it otherwise. Well, so thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you next time.